Basically, my story is about a year and a half ago, one of my close friends, he's actually my spiritual father, his name's Mike Dindy, he called me and said, have you heard about the church up the road from where we live in Hatton? And me and my wife, we were going to a church in Gadsden at the time. And he said, I feel like you need to be there. This Sunday is his first Sunday. And being my spiritual father, I was like, okay, we'll be there. So we showed up. And since then, we've never left or looked back. Life Chapel, to me, has become an extension of family for me. I'm big on family. My parents, my brothers and sisters, we're all pretty tight. And so now I've gained this whole other family. And it's pretty awesome how close it's become. One example of that, I'd say, I've been in church basically since I was in the womb. That's what I tell people. So I've been around church culture my whole life. And there's good things and bad things about that. But one of the best things about this place is the people, because they want everybody to succeed. It's hard to find real friends and family a lot of times where they see you given an opportunity in life, in the kingdom, in church, and they're pushing you to succeed, and they're happy for you, and they're driving you to it and stuff. Sometimes in real life there's jealousy and things like that, and so that's what I love so much about these people. They're always pushing for each other to strive forward and to succeed, and they're just joyous over that fact, and they celebrate it. And that's one reason that pulled us in. It was a very good deal to be a part of that. I do love the worship here. I've been a part of the praise band since early on, I should say, kind of on and off. And as of this year, I became the worship leader. And there's a lot of freedom in this place. The leadership staff allows us to flow freely, and we can experience and encounter God in ways that a lot of places don't have the freedom to. And so it's a big deal to me, allowing us to encounter Him in ways that the Holy Spirit means a lot to me. We don't have an agenda other than just meeting God when we get together and lifting Him up. The teaching here is incredible. It's showing what it's like to live a Christian life and what that looks like. It's not just a every Sunday deal, we just want to get people saved. I mean, obviously that's the most important thing, but also at the end of the day, here's a room full of people that are needing to learn how to walk this life out and what that looks like when we leave the building. So one thing I remember that really drew me into this place was after going here for a while, the assistant pastor, Mike Workman, he had a vision that God had given him of doing a tent revival. And the tent revival, what it was we would set up this tent in this town 20 minutes down the road, and we would just reach out to the community and we'd say, if you need a move of God in your life, just come to the tent. And it was specifically a healing tent, but it was for anything. And so we just showed up at this place, told the people in the community, said show up, we fed them, we set up bounce houses for their kids to have fun during all. And at the very beginning, he just said, this is who we are, this is what we believe, and we just want to bless y'all. If you need a move of God in your life, come forward. And we just started praying for people. And a lot of people got saved, a lot of people got healed. There was a lady that was down the street in her house listening through the PA system that was, going out in the public, and she could hear what we were speaking of, and she gave her life to God in her house, in her living room. And she walked to where we were at and told us about it. And then the next day came back and was baptized in the Holy Spirit. And that meant so much to me, because here was this leadership team that was willing to sow into a town, into a people that was 20 minutes down the road or more. And it was not on our property. It was not in our church parking lot. We took it somewhere else. And that meant a lot to me, because a lot of times when you do that, it's obvious that you're not looking for people just to come to your church. You're just looking to bring Jesus to people. And that was what was so important to me and blessed me so much. It was things like that. It was the police Navidad that we do at Christmas time, where we fill up stockings full of necessities that police officers might need. And we do it for the firefighters as well. Those type things mean a lot, because it's not about just getting people here at our church. It's about blessing the city, blessing the people that are all around us. And so it's really drew me into this place. You really just tell from David and from Morgan and Pastor Mike and Rebecca that they truly had hearts for making a difference, especially within the community. And that then just trickled down to everybody else within the church, very quickly. Everybody, quickly began to walk in that same type of atmosphere where when you walk in on any given time we have a gathering, everybody feels that way. Everybody's very loving and sincere, and it's not really we're trying to do church service. We're actually trying to get together and meet with God and love one another and grow together and do this thing called life.